Yo, what's good? It's K Felon from KFelonBeats.com back with another video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button on your way in. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. So look, today in this video, I had just came across this John probably about like an hour or two ago. And some of the things that he's talking about in this video, is some of the things that I have been saying, and also some of the things that I've been like feeling has been wrong with music nowadays. It seemed like everything is rushed. Nobody's like really taking their time to like get in the studio and actually work together. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody just trying to rush and use this Suno and then just try to record from their phone, and I got a song, and it don't hit. It don't hit the same. It don't hit. And the problem is because a lot of people are trying to skip steps. They're just trying to get there and get a song out instead of sitting down with somebody and crafting their sound and actually working with somebody who would tell them like, yo, that shit ain't it, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of artists nowadays, they downplay, overlook the producers simply because we live in a time where you can go on YouTube and just find any fucking beat that you want. You know what I mean? Any style that you want. But the problem is that you don't have a relationship with that producer. You know what I'm saying? You haven't talked to this producer and actually told them like what your vision is and things like that, so they can sit down and then be like, all right, take your vision. All right, this is what you're trying to do. All right, bam. All right, let's go this direction. Let's do this. All right, well, let's try this. You know what I'm saying? That we're not getting that anymore. We're literally just getting artists like, yo, I'm gonna write a few of these bars and ideas I got in my head in the chat GPT, and chat GPT is gonna, print out song lyrics, and I'm gonna upload that prompt in the Suno, and now I got a song. That shit is a dub, bro. But I'm gonna let the man speak real quick. And y'all tell me what y'all think, man. We're gonna give y'all a little bit of insight after, for a few minutes.
This is why it's super important that artists work with producers. Like, I know they think I can do it myself. I get it. But let me tell you something. I remember meeting Sierra. She was 14 years old. She was in the studio with Prince. Chris Brown was working with Timmy Allen. Like, Usher had Puff and then Jermaine Dupri. If you look at Michael Jackson had Motown. If you look at any artist that is still here, they were produced. Even Billie Eilish was produced by her brother. I feel like artists, because they have access to so much technology, they think they can skip the producer. The producer is the first gatekeeper. The producer is the first gatekeeper to tell you, this shit ain't hitting. You need to sing that over. That's not good enough. And you can hear all these.
So I'm inclined to agree with him. Like, when you think about it, man, it's you got artists, I see this shit all the time. You got artists that talk to producers like, hey, yo, look, I'm working on this project. You should want to work with me. I'll give you, I'm not going to pay you for your beat, but we're going to get about 25,000, plays on this song. Already got this lined up and already got that lined up. And it's like, dog, like, why would you not want to pay me for my services? Why would you not want somebody to sit with you and say whether or not, yo, this ain't hot? This ain't it, bro. Like, I've heard so many songs, that's come out in the last few years, and I just be like, yo, did the nigga in the studio just like not tell him like, yo, dog, you are completely off beat? Dog, like, this part of the song right here, like, it's ineligible. Like, I can't understand what you're saying. Like, you gotta say this a little bit clearer so we can understand what you're saying. You feel what I'm saying? Case in point, I got an artist, I got a homie that I've been doing music with for years. Shout out to my bro Project. When we used to go to the studio, he couldn't hear it himself. You know what I'm saying? But I would be recording him, and I'll be recording him, and I'll be listening, boom, and I'll hear him slip on a word, and I'll stop. And he'll be like, what the? And I'll be like, you messed up. No, I didn't. All right, boom, mute everything, boom, run it back, bam, play. Damn, I fucked up. Yeah, you did. Let's run it back over. Or he'll be in there and I'll be like, nah, bro, the way you saying that, and nah, you might like this part right here, add a little bit more emphasis on this. You know what I'm saying? Or when you get to this part, yeah, I mean, kind of do this, that, yeah, I mean, or when your ad libs do this, like, yeah, I mean, a lot of artists are not sitting down with somebody that's gonna tell them, like, yo, what you're doing ain't it. Like, let's try this. You know what I'm saying? I remember me and my nigga Project, we recorded this song that we about to put out. And while we was in there, we recording, and the engineer was sitting there and he was like, yo, on the hook, he said, the second part of the hook, do this. Let's just see how it works. He did it, recorded it, boom. We sitting there listening to it. So he played the whole thing. I was like, all right, play the hook from the beginning. Let me listen to everything in sequence. Listen to that shit. And the shit took the song to another fucking level. It was like, the song was dope where we had it. But once he added that extra element, like it's legal, in the background, we was like, oh shit, like, damn, this shit took the song to another level. So you have to be willing to be coachable and be able to listen sometimes, dog, because a lot of the times artists, y'all have to understand, like, y'all have good ideas, y'all, like, the shit y'all say be dope, but sometimes you need that person there that can sit and listen and be like, all right, yo, bro, like that right there, what you just said, that's dope, right? Now let's take that and add a little bit more emphasis on it. Or what you said right here, bro, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Keep this right here, but let's switch these 4 bars right here. Nah, let's switch these up real quick. You know what I'm saying? And see what we come up with. You know what I'm saying? So artists, y'all got to be able to listen. Y'all got to be coachable, man. And y'all got to be willing to be open to criticism. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the game is missing. Criticism. But let's get back into a little bit more of this.
Recording. Like, you have to sit the song. Jermaine would make you sit in the song with him, sit in the studio with him for 3 or 4 days. Jermaine Dupri, before he even tries to write a song for you. There is a gratefulness that you have to be able to do this shit. And if you don't have it, you will not make it. I don't give a fuck how talented you are. I've seen motherfuckers with talent that made a hit, and once people sniffed who they really was, they never got a chance to make another one. So people be killing me thinking they talent gonna carry them, bro. I don't give a fuck about you, bro. I'm motherfucking already who I am. You're not. So you coming at me like it's unfortunate. Who the fuck? I don't even know what's going on. You could have hit me like, yo, Ray, we was really trying to work. I would have been like, yo, bro, let me check out what's going on. But you come on some negative shit now, fuck you. Nigga. Respect, I don't know you. I don't gotta fucking tell here. I still remember the day that Shakir Stewart said my name. I was outside Vision, passing out flyers. He was in a motherfucking great Benz, 2-door 6 Series. Nigga, that's how important that shit was, that someone of greatness acknowledged me. Nigga, you getting acknowledged and you still acting like a bitch. If somebody, dog, I waited out. I'm gonna tell you something. I waited.
My man said a lot there, dog. He said a lot, but the egos with a lot of artists these days is ridiculous, bro. It's like, all right, we get it. You dope, you talented. You know what I'm saying? You talented. However, there's still some elements missing. There's still certain, like, you may have a good foundation for a song, right? But you still need somebody that's going to sit there and really listen to it and be objective and say, hey, yo, listen, I like what you got here, but you need to add some elements to this. All right, you got these two verses here. All right, boom, you got this, you got the hook, but where's like the bridge? Where's the transition in the song? Where does the song like go from here and it just start and it elevates and it takes you up here? You know what I'm saying? Songs is just here. It's just, it comes on and it's boom, and it's the same beats, the same, you know what I mean, same pattern, same rhyme scheme and all this and that. Nothing really changes. You know what I'm saying? Where are the songs, the producers that are going to sit there and say, nah, look, you need to do this right here. Right here at this point, this is what we want to add in to take the song over the top. There's another interview, and we're going to review that one, but it was with what's his name, Hitmaker, and he said something about NBA YoungBoy, and he said if NBA YoungBoy worked with an actual producer in the industry, he would get that hit single that he needs to really take him over the top. Now, what he is saying is that NBA YoungBoy is dope what he's doing right now. Like his lane, he got that on smash. YoungBoy needs to be studied for real, for real. But what he's saying is commercially, he doesn't have that one song that really pushed him over. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I noticed about a lot of artists is they'll come out with this song and the song will be dope. It'll have all the elements of who they are, and then they'll steer away from that. NBA YoungBoy, when I was trying to figure out like who he was, if I ever heard a song from him that a song that I could identify, because the songs I hear now, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like I'm listening to it and I'm trying to like really listen to it with an open ear. Like, all right, where is he going? What is he saying? I can't really understand it. And then I was like, what is a song that he made that I would know that is, that I can understand? And somebody was like, yo, you ever heard the joint Outside Today? Outside Today. I was like, oh, that's his song? I was like, that's NBA YoungBoy? It was like, yeah. I was like, okay, all right. YoungBoy okay. So he can make these types of songs. So pretty much he needs to sit down with somebody like a hit maker that'll go back to that Outside Today shit and be like, listen, this was a radio hit right here. You were still newer, you were still figuring out, but this was a radio hit right here. We're going to take the elements from this and bam, put it over here. You know what I'm saying? And get you a whole new song, but we're going to take these elements over here that you use that gave you some commercial success and bring it here and keep that going. I'm going to get you another commercial ready song. You know what I mean? Get it out to the public. A lot of artists be stuck in their egos, man. And it's sad because you need this advice. You need this criticism. You need somebody to tell you, yo, that shit is not it, boy. It's not. We need that. You know what I'm saying? Artists, the producers, nobody is willing to make these sacrifices to really, really get somewhere in this game. Everybody want fucking instant gratification, and it don't work like that. It don't work like that. You're not going to go viral overnight. You're not going to, you know what I mean? This shit takes fucking time. You start putting out content and you think you're going to get 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 views straight off gate, you're fucking bugging. This shit takes time. It takes effort. It takes consistency. It takes diligence. A lot of you motherfuckers don't have it because you're so used to getting shit instantly. You're not used to working for that shit. You got to work for this, work for it. You know what I mean? And be willing to make sacrifices along the way. That just sounds crazy. Like what he's about to get into. Let's let him talk real quick.
Waited outside for 17 hours for Baby. Baby from Cash Money pulled up to the hotel. I had an artist manager. I told Baby, I got an artist. He was like, meet me at Patchwork, 1 o'clock, you heard? Swear to God. I get there on time. I leave work early, by the way. I was supposed to get to work at like 4. I left work early to go hang because baby told me to be there at 1. Baby, I mean, it was a good time because, you know, we was in the parking lot and a lot of people, Cash Money was out there. So it wasn't like we was just sitting out there, but we didn't go in the studio. And baby came outside at 7 a.m. Nigga, we was there at 1 p.m. to 7 a.m. Nigga tripping, man, go home. And I remember being so, like, I was so excited. Like, that was dope as fuck, man, baby, because that's what the Temptations did. They waited outside and we're doing it. The nigga who I was trying to get to see the music, he was mad. He ain't make it. I did. There is a gratefulness that you have to be able to do this shit. And if you don't have it, you will not make it. We need to talk.
I hear that, man. A gratefulness. A lot of artists ain't grateful. A lot of artists don't appreciate certain situations that you know people put them in. You feel me? So quick story. I remember I got this homie, and I remember probably it's probably 20 years ago. You know, when niggas was trying to, you know, get on. And we was sitting down having a meeting, and the guy we was having a meeting with, it wasn't like, you know, like actual business meeting. It was just like we was sitting down with a person we knew. Shout out to Status, man. Shout out to Status. You know what I mean? You know, he was sitting there and just like, yo, we could do this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got this going on. I mean, these are some of the things that we could do. And my man's was just like, no, I think we should do stuff like this. We should do it like this. No, we need to do it like this because this is how I see it. And boy, like, he's like, no, like, all right, we could use some of your ideas of what you're saying, but like, yo, there's a way to go about doing this. And my man's wasn't like listening. Like, he was real bullheaded with this shit. He wasn't listening. And you know, he had left the room, and me and you know what I mean, bro was sitting there. Status and Status, like, man, like, as talented as he is, like, as much as I fuck with him, like, it's like he's not gonna go far because of his mentality. He feels like he knows everything already. He felt like he has all the answers, but yet, you know, we're still trying to figure shit out. And that's where I see a lot of artists now. It's like y'all think y'all know everything, and you don't. You niggas really don't know shit from shit. And sometimes you got to be able to humble yourself and say, all right, I don't know everything. This person might be better at this than I am. So I'm a lean on this person for this. This person might be better at this than I am. So I'm gonna lean on this person for this. Why? Because I don't know every fucking thing. I don't. So I'm gonna humble myself and realize I don't know everything. And the things I don't know, I'm going to get people in place that can help me either learn it or shit, I will pay you to do it. But I'm humble enough to say, man, listen, I ain't that good at this. So can you either teach me or I'm willing to pay you to do this for me? But you got motherfuckers nowadays is like, man, I know what I'm doing. And even though what you told me to do, I see you doing it and I see it working, but nah, I still think my way is better. So I'm just going to keep doing this over here. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. And keep getting the same fucking results you've been getting. Going in circles. Because that's all you're doing. You're just going in circles. You're not understanding that a lot of this shit is a formula to this. It's a formula, and it's very simple. It's a very simple formula. It's a formula to writing songs. It's a formula to creating content. There's a formula to copywriting. There's a formula to making beats. That, you know what I'm saying? There's a formula to getting women. There's a formula for basically everything. Everything is laid out for you. And in the time we live in a technology where if people try to downplay ChatGPT, you got to be a goddamn fool to not take advantage of this AI shit. I'm sorry. You's a damn fool. Why? Because a lot of this shit that this AI shit does, you would have to pay somebody thousands of dollars to get one piece of fucking content done. Do you know how much it costs for a copywriter? Do you know how much they used to cost back in the day? A copywriter, somebody that will sit there and write a fucking title for your YouTube. A title, just a title. They would charge you hundreds of dollars just for a title. Don't even get into the description of it, where you got to write it a certain way, where the keywords you're using to exploit for this video, let's say you got, all right, so how he has here in his video, music marketing, right? That is a keyword, right? This is a keyword. All right, so now music marketing. Now the copywriter would take music marketing and then in the description, they would write it a certain way to where as though music marketing is above the fold in the first 200 characters, but it doesn't come off as spammy. It just flows. They charge thousands of dollars for that. And you now have access to it immediately. Take your idea, hey, make this sound professional for me. Bam, and you got it instantly. But you're not taking advantage of it for shit like that. You're taking advantage of it by, hey, you know what? Fuck going to the studio and spending money, actually sit with an engineer and all that. I'm just going to record. I'm just going to tell Suno, this is my idea and let me upload it and let them just make the whole song, or I record my vocals and all this and that, and bam, now I got this song, but your shit got no feeling. I don't feel that shit. It ain't no emotion. Why? Because it's all computerized, it's all the same shit. You can tell the difference between AI music and actual fucking music. You can tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, artists, you gotta get out your way. Get out your own way. Get out your own way and get the help that you fucking need. Get the help. There are services out there. There are people out there that can help you. There are marketers out there, people that know marketing, that understand how to market and promote and how to, gain fans and build engagement and get retention from people. There's people out there like that. I'm one of them. There's people out there like Ray Daniels, music executive. He knows the ins and outs of the game. But a lot of y'all wouldn't be willing to pay to sit down and get the game from this type of person. You ain't willing to pay to get the game from a nigga that knows how to market. You're not willing to pay for a person that can sit you down and teach you how to actually structure your business and set it up to where as though you're not an artist looking for a deal or looking to shop your music. You are a corporation looking to push a product. See, there's a 6 degrees of separation there. It's all in the thinking. A lot of y'all just thinking, oh, I got dope music and this producer should be happy that I even want to use one of his beats. And no, I'm not going to pay you. You're going to get paid the residuals off the shit after I upload it and only get 100 fucking streams. Sound fucking foolish. Sound foolish. So with that said, I want you to watch this video. If you one of those hard-headed ass goddamn artists out there that think you know everything, watch this video a couple times. Watch this a couple times because something I said might have went over your head or something I said might click the third time you watch this video and you might understand like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm drawing. I've been bugging. All right, let me get my shit together. Let me get the people in place that could actually fucking help. because I'm going in circles right now. And I don't want to admit it because I got too much of a fucking ego. Let that shit go or you're going to stay stuck. It's just that simple. So with that said, man, I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that like button on the way out. If you would like information on how to stop going in circles and actually making some damn progress, click the link in the description and download your Break the Algorithm ebook. It's free, step-by-step guide to show you how to get your shit at least set up properly. So if you do happen to put out some content and it goes viral, you have a way to collect data and cultivate a fan base instead of just having viral video out there and you do nothing with it. All right. So make sure you click that link in the description, hit that subscribe button and like button on the way out. And I'm going to get the fuck up out of here, man. Appreciate you for watching. It's K Felon for KFelonBeats.com. Deuces.